Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following along in our pig pen extension saga, you'll know we've got pretty much all of it done. All the posts have been set, the wire's been run. We tested the wire and it is hot, so there were no issues since the last time that it was used. And while there's not really that much I can do in terms of gate hanging without Papa Bear here, I realized I can go ahead and get the pig house ready for the pigs. That way, if something comes up and we have to pick them up before we have, you know, the whole gate system wrapped up, at least their house will be ready for them and, you know, move-in ready, so to speak. But what I'm gonna do, nothing too crazy exciting, but we still have a couple bales of hay, straw, not hay, from the last round of pigs, and I'm gonna go ahead and get those moved into the pig house for Papa Bear. I haven't even peeked in. I was hoping magically there'd still be a bunch of pig feed in there, but not the case. If you haven't seen any of our original pig videos, we use the deep freeze. When we have pigs, we typically buy, I think it's 500 pounds of feed at a time from the local feed mill. And we just get the bags and just set the bags straight in here. That way it's weatherproof, waterproof, and it's conveniently right by the pig house. But we'll probably have to put that order in here in the next few days. Hopefully we'll be able to get the pigs next week. With the holidays being just right around the corner with Christmas, it'll depend on our good friend over at Hoosier Seed Stock's schedule as well. Hopefully this doesn't bust on me before I get in the house. It's been so nice having this space usable. It's been quite a while since we've cleaned it out, but if y'all remember, this used to be an absolute nightmare filled with lumber. And while that's a good thing to have all the excess lumber, it was all laying on the ground and everything, and couldn't do anything with the space. But a little bit of organization tends to go a long way, I find. Maybe one of these days Papa Bear will let me organize his carport workshop for him, but I'm not holding my breath for that, y'all. Kind of take you over here. I know I was doing a lot showing the actual fence. I went ahead and got the leaf blower out. I blew all along the fence line. It's pretty wild. If y'all have not been around electric fences or high voltage ones, I would come in here every time there'd be like a single stray plant or something. If something grew up from the other side that the pigs wouldn't root out, I'd be in here getting it away from the fence and everything. And while it's important to do that with sticks because that can affect the voltage, it was pretty wild. I went maybe a week without clearing away any of the excess weeds, and you could come down here and just see them all withered from where they'd been up against the fence. But let me get the hay bales over here, straw bales, not hay, and then we'll get them in the house. I haven't been in there since the last pigs we had, so I can't really remember if I cleaned it out before or not. And if you're wondering why there's just a random fence post here, we installed them last round of pigs, one here and one over there, to use as scratching posts. And let me tell you, if you can see, right, You can see how muddy it is from about here down. The pigs loved it. But let's get these bales tossed in there, and then I've got my little handy dandy box cutter blade, not box cutter. Dirk showed me how to sling them to where it breaks the twine, but it's not tall enough in here for me to be able to sling them down like that. All right, looks like I did get in here and clean it out last time, so there's no pigs are actually very clean animals, and they usually have their own little area where they'll go to the bathroom and everything, kind of like rabbits in that sense. But every now and then they'd drop a couple turds in here and I'd have to get it cleaned out for them, but no need to deal with any of that today. All right. And I can't, again, thank Steve enough for this pig house. It's been really, really awesome. Obviously, we didn't have our first round of pigs we had were before we started the YouTube channel. But their house was literally underneath one of our wagons. And they didn't really have a whole bunch of protection from the rain and everything. So it's nice that they can get in here and have protection against the elements. We don't use this. I do all their feeding outside. All right, let's see how I can get y'all set up in here now that... All right, I think I'll have, I think I'll do that side as their little bedding space. It was always pretty cool to come in here and see them all huddled up together. Even when they got bigger and they wanted, their own space outside. Once they came in here, they were pretty well always piled right up on top of each other. And during the summer months when we ran pigs, we did not, I don't think we ever put any of the straw in here for them, just because it was warmer and everything. We would throw some straw out in the yard for them to play around in, and they'd get it just to their liking, and you'd come out and just see them sprawled in it, taking a big old nap. But since it's cooler now, I figure we better go ahead and get them some straw in here. They can waller around in it and get it just to their liking. I don't know, maybe I should have just done one. That's all right. We'll have to end up getting more anyway. That's so much straw. It's probably like, Mama Bear, you're out of control. But that's all right, the animals on this homestead are pretty darn spoiled, if you ask me, or if you ask Papa Bear. But yeah, so bunch of straw there now for them, and then that corner. Ooh, I better close my blade before I fall on it. But yeah. Got plenty of lounging space over there, empty space over there, and I'm sure they'll have this straw absolutely everywhere. Oh. I'm pretty excited to get them home. I'm not really sure. I know we're supposed to get 6 this round, I'm not sure if we'll end up with females, males. It doesn't really matter, I guess. The very first time we had pigs, we had 3 females, and the second time we had 4 males. So it'll be fun to see what we end up with this time. But it's coming along. We, in all honesty, should have had this pig pen extension done, wrapped up done a month ago. But there's our backwoods. Ignore some of the trash if you see it down there. Those are from previous residents. We've got to eventually get a dumpster down there. There's some pretty big sections of trash down there. A bunch of old toilets for whatever reason. But I don't know if y'all can see down there. I can't really tell through the screen here. But the creek finally has water in it again. The drought that we've had this year has been pretty crazy. Prior to this year, I had only seen the creek completely bone dry, I think one other time in the 5 years that I've been over here. And it's been dry more often than not this year. But it's good to see water finally down there. Yep, so that's it. Their house is all done up. I don't know if Papa Bear's made up his mind yet what he wants to do. We tossed around the idea of doing a gate all the way across here, but when he measured it, he realized that was going to be a very expensive gate, and there's no need to spend an excessive amount of money on it. What he'll probably end up doing, I reckon. The issue with these, I think I cut the clip out of the last video where we were finishing up the pen here, but it's something about these. He said they slip or something. They're just a little bit too big. So he's gonna have to work on that, but I'd say he'll probably put another post, and either that or we may even end up stringing some electric across, because they won't have access to the extension 100% of the time, but they will have the extra space if we need them, and it's going to be so nice being able to have that chute for them to load them up and everything. If you've never tried to load pigs when there's multiple of them in a big area like that, it's not fun, and it's pretty stressful, especially when you get to the day that they're due to the processor and they're still not in that silly trailer. But I don't know if we'll bring you with us this time to go get the pigs again or not, since we did last time. But as soon as we get them back, you'll definitely get a video on them. The last time with the boys, it took them a little while to warm up to us. It was just a matter of going down there and hanging out, you know, letting them get used to us. And then it was pretty nice. Looks like I need to come and fill up some rabbit water again. But that's all I've got for you today, friends. Nothing major. Try to get out of the sun. It's blinding me. Got my new hoodie in. You can't see. Brownstown Christian Church. Helping people find and follow Jesus Christ. It's our mission statement, y'all. It's a pretty darn good one. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, giving your support. It means the world to us. And like we like to say here on Mama Bear's Homestead and More, keep on keeping on, friends, because we love every one of you.